Ta-da!
Ta-ra!
Welcome to the podcast that puts the do-wah-diddy back into the safety dance.
Oh, hashtag just saying. I'm very loud. Just not... There we go.
Oh.
I do love a technical glitch. Always.
Oh, shit.
How's your cold?
Ah, shit. This cough is back.
That good, huh?
Twice as bad as I had it before.
Jesus. With a vengeance.
God, yeah.
Back with
It's
a
out
vengeance.
for me.
Yes.
So, my apologies now for any cough attacks I have later.
Well,
What the hell?
you know what happens is, we are actually able to...
Actually?
able to get that out of the audio, which you can hear on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Google Play. However, the video where we do the first 20 minutes of the show and put it up on YouTube,
Raw!
will have coughing on it.
It's raw!
Fucking raw! So, having said that,
Yeah.
it's so, I mean, it's just too much. Now, I was like on the fence about if I was gonna mention this or not. But I think I'm gonna, because it was kind of funny.
Here it goes.
So, well, you were there. So, like, last week, now my niece has been bugging me for months to take her on, because Sean and I do these Urbex type videos, do like these location places, and we put them up on YouTube. Boom.
For you to watch
Yes.
and enjoy.
Yes. And so she's been begging me to take her on one, right? So I said, okay, yeah, you know, one day or whatever, I'll take you. So she wanted to go on like a night shoot. And I said, I know. And I said, well, we can go after we finish the podcast. And so she's like, cool.
I said
So-
cool too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You were involved because I mentioned it to you, and Sean was like, "I'll go." And I was like, "All right, cool."
I go.
I'll go. So everything seems louder. I don't know what it is. What's happening? Everything just seems louder right now. So I said, "Okay, well, Sean and I have usually gotten pretty decent results from this one particular cemetery we've gone to a bunch of times. There are a few videos of it up on our YouTube page, but we've actually gone more times than we've posted. This is that kind of thing where it's like, well, let's just go and see what happens. I'm coming down with something too.
It's our practice field.
Yeah. I'm coming down with something too, so I sound like extra nasally and annoying. But
Yeah, I do that.
yeah. What is that?
Hey there, big guy.
All I can hear is like droopy. I'm so happy.
I'm happy. Hooray.
Yes. So happy. So, anyways.
You know what? I'm happy. Hooray.
Jesus. It's like Prozac.
What was
So
that dog taking?
yeah. So I was like, we'll go there, and it'll be great. So all week she was like texting me. We were texting. I'm like, don't forget Friday, because she's like, she's gonna be 20, so she's got things happening and whatnot. So I was like, don't forget Friday, and she's like, I'm on it. So like the day came and she was so excited, and she's like, I'll meet you there tonight. I'll meet you at your house. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. And I'm like, okay. So she showed up. She was actually a few minutes early, which I respect. And oh no, I love that. It's like I wasn't really ready because I actually lost.
Actually.
Oh my God. Seriously, I hate, first of all, losing anything is distressing.
Especially money.
Yes. Losing a piece of recording equipment that you need is uber stressful. And it's like George Carlin has this old thing where he talks about losing things. And he's like, I hate to lose anything because where is it? Right? And then he has this thing where he goes, you'll check a pair of pants you haven't worn in 20 years because it might be in the pocket. And then he goes, and every now and then you go back to where the thing ought to be. I've been doing that all week. I've been going back to my desk to the place where the thing should be. And I'm like, where the fuck is it? And I can't find it. So I actually had to order a new piece of recording equipment. I was so mad. So I didn't have my proper recording equipment. So I was like, all right, but we'll just go. It'll be fun anyway, 'cause she's never been. So, like, midway there, right, she starts like, I might wait in the car. And I'm like, nuh-uh, nope. And she's like, eh.
At one point, she was actually saying that she's ready to go back, and we were almost there.
Oh, yeah. She's like, we can go home.
We were literally up the street from the place, and she's like, okay, we can turn back now.
And I had her super freaked out, too, because I was like...
Super freak!
Super freak! Super freaky! Yow! It's like, I had her super freaked out, too, because I kept like, oh, I gotta lose this car behind me so no one sees us pull in. And she's like, are we not supposed to be here? Are we not supposed to be here? And I'm like, well... they don't really like you to be here. And she's like, oh no! So, I'm not talking like a ton of smack. She's a great kid. So I pull in and she's like, this place is huge. And I said, well, yeah. You want like a place you can walk around. What do you want to just stand outside? Like, this is it. Get in the car. Right? So she's like, oh my god. I wasn't ready.
Me neither.
I wasn't ready.
I was just putting the drop in, too.
Mm.
Shit.
Yes. So she was like, oh my god. So we get out of the car and she's super freaked out, right? Or as we say in Massachusetts, wicked freaked. She's wicked freaked. So we start walking around. And now originally, I tell you this, she had wanted her brother to come. Her brother's only like a year or two older than her, right? And he is very, he doesn't like horror movies. He doesn't like anything. Like, I'll tell him places that we go, and he will be so upset with me.
No.
Why did you go there? Why are you doing that? He was so upset that we were going to that cemetery. He was like, why are you doing that? Something's going to follow you. And I'm like, nothing's followed me yet. Yet.
Well, nothing demonic.
Yeah. So I'm like,
They'll follow you. They're attached to you and follow you.
oh, don't tell me that. So.
Too late.
Too late.
Can't take backsies.
Takesies, backsies.
Can't take backsies.
Okay. So anyways, so she was like,
Can't unring the bell.
no, you can never unring the bell. That's the problem. So she was like, and this is how I knew she was super freaked out, right? Is we got out of the car, she was walking really, really close to me, and she goes, oh my god, Auntie Tara, protect me. And I started laughing because she's never called me that before, right? So I was like, oh, you must be scared. And I was like, what are you scared of exactly?
Well, remember I freaked her out before we even got there?
Oh, yeah.
I let her listen to an EVP that I got when we were at the Spidergate Cemetery, which is posted up on our YouTube page
Oh my god, it is.
for you to watch.
Oh my god, you can.
When I got a EVP of someone saying in London,
Yes.
which I believe is what's being said.
Possibly, yes.
And the second she heard it, she said, oh my god, okay, there you go. Quickly gave me the headphones back.
Mm-hmm. It's weird because it's like she wanted to experience something, but she didn't want to experience something.
I gave it to her before we got there.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I said, what are you afraid of? And she's like,
A fate worse than death.
no.
Just a,
She
isn't that enough?
she watches too many movies, right? So she goes, I said, what are you afraid of? And she goes, a hand coming out of the ground. And I was like, that's
Carrie!
exactly exactly like Carrie. And I said, that's never, ever happened. Ever. And she's like, it can.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, that's not going to happen. You're good. Trust me. So we walked around, and it was weird because she heard something, right? And then she, like, stopped and went pale. And she was like, huh. And I was like, what's the matter? And she goes, oh, it's just she had her, like, purse with her. And she's like, oh, it's just my purse making a noise, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay.
Oh, you rubbed up against her?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So we continue walking around, and then we walk past. There's a. It's kind of surrounded by woods, this cemetery, which can give you kind of an eerie feeling. So we were walking past this wood section, and I stopped because I swore I heard, like a crunch of leaves and a twig snap. It was like, and I stopped, and I was like, And I was trying not to react too much to it because I'm like, she's gonna run, right? And she purposely wore sneakers so she could run. She's like, I am running to the car.
She told us this before we got out.
Oh yeah. She had her escape plan all planned out. She was like, I am running. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I don't blame you. I'd run too. I'd run too.
Right. So
I stopped and she goes, what's the matter? So I told her what I made the mistake. I told her what I heard, and she goes, oh. She said, I thought I heard that earlier. She's like, but I didn't want to freak myself out, so I just said it was my purse. And I was like, but you did hear it. And she's like, oh, yeah. So what was funny about the whole thing is that, well, you and I have been there so many other times. And sometimes it's like you get there and you get like a vibe. And it's like, oh, there's something... And I don't know how to describe that vibe if you've never felt that vibe.
After a while, you get the sense that something might be around or not.
Kind of, yeah.
For a little while, I didn't feel it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, and not to be like all punny and stuff, but I was like, it's kind of dead tonight. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. There was a grave in the far back of the cemetery, and it had these LED things on it.
That was
right?
weird. That
was weird because it was kind of new, and I'm like, ooh, new. I don't like new, and
First, we just see these two little things glowing.
I know.
Way back of the cemetery.
Right.
So not knowing what they are, I was like, what the hell is that?
Exactly. So there was at one point where she swore they had turned off, and she's like, they're off. Why are they off? And I said, well, they're probably solar. I was like, you can only use up so much solar energy. Mm-hmm. I was like, it's probably out of being solar. And then we walked around later and they were on. And she's like, oh my God, they're on now. And I said, well, it was probably blocked by a gravestone or something. I was like, it's so dark. The sky wasn't that dark.
No, we could actually still see.
Yeah, but it wasn't, it was dark enough.
It wasn't like an October night.
No, where the sky is like black.
Like 6:30.
And you're like, oh my gosh, it's so dark. So she was just so creeped out. She was ready. And then I was like, yeah, I kind of have to potty. So it was like, we were wrapping up. And she was one of the first ones. Actually, I was one of the first ones to the car because my back hurt.
Guess who the last one was to the car?
Sean.
Yeah.
Because Sean had these digital recorders, and he had left them on like tombstones and stuff. So it was like you had to go collect your equipment.
And one of them actually got something.
That's what I was getting to. So it was like we were in the car on the way home, and he's listening back.
Like 5 minutes after we left, I'm like, oh my God, no way.
No.
The first thing I did was I got it ready, passed it right to her.
My poor niece. He hands my niece the headphones. She listens to it and she's like, oh my God. And then immediately texts her brother. And goes, Sean got a ghost. And he's like, nope. Nope.
Because it sounds like a little kid saying something like maybe 10 feet away from me.
Yeah.
You can hear it clearly, but you can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
And you can tell that it's an actual EVP, because if I actually heard that, I would have reacted to it.
Right.
But I didn't.
And you were actually you were on your way to us.
Yep.
So we weren't even standing near you.
Yep.
right?
I was just getting ready to put that one down on the tombstone on my right.
Yeah, and he was asking for trouble this one because
I
he's
always
over
do.
there. He's over there going, "Hey, because what was it? You had gotten like humming or something, some
In that
weird
same
thing."
spot.
Really?
A female humming.
And that's weird. It would happen in
It's
the
like
same
I'm hearing
spot.
from like the three spirits that are known to be there are
Yeah.
Albertine, Doris, and Eugene.
I guess.
So-
I always want to say like Frank. I know that's not right, but it sounds like it should be a Frank.
Doris is supposed to be the spirit of a 2-year-old child, so I
Mhm.
feel like that's who I probably heard this time.
Mhm.
And Albertine was probably the one humming the last time.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm hearing from each one each time we go back now.
I don't know. It's very weird.
Now we gotta go back so I can hear Eugene.
Yeah, Gene, get over here.
Your turn.
Yeah. We haven't heard from you. So, so it's weird it happened in the same spot.
Mhm.
I have no explanation for that. But anyway, so he had my niece listen to it and she was like, "Oh my god. Oh my god." Now, the next day, or it was like earlier that evening and then later that evening. So earlier that evening she said, she texted my sister, it's her mother, and said, "I'm going to a cemetery with Tara and Sean." And she goes, "Oh my god, so cool." And because my sister actually likes that stuff. And
You should come up.
she should. And so my niece was like, "I'm really scared." And my sister's like, "Well, Tara's not going to let anything happen to you." And she's like, "I'm going to stand right next to her." So later, it was either later that night or the next morning, she texted her and was like, "Oh my god," and Sean caught a weird thing, and it was so weird. And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so jealous." And my niece is like, "No, I'm not." And then she's like, "I stayed with Tara the whole time because she was afraid to walk with you because you were asking for
Because I was talking to the spirits.
sounds." Yeah. Which I told her you do.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a shock. So.
Well, if she wanted to walk with me, I wouldn't ask. If I knew that, I wouldn't be asking.
No, it's fine. So she's like, "Oh, I walked with Tara because Sean was talking to ghosts." And then my sister was like, "Nope, I don't walk with Sean."
Yes! Come on.
I was dying laughing. I was like, "Your mother's too much."
Tell your sister to get up there.
I know, she should. So the next day we went to another cemetery for a day shoot, without my equipment again because I had none. And that one was less. I expected more from that one.
Well, we also spent 25 minutes in that one.
Well, I know. Well, you wanted to eat. Sean's sitting
I
there
would
like,
have stayed longer, but
"Oh,
I think
well, I get."
you needed to go too. Well,
Well-
you and Jay needed to go.
Well, I needed to mow the lawn. That was one of the things. Oh my god. Is that whole debacle.
Mhm.
But and I can't be out in the heat too much because heat makes me sick. So I was like very conscious of the fact that it was like 85, and I'm like, ugh, gross. Yeah. So
We didn't get much from that.
no, but I did. I
Couple
took a
of staticky sounds. Is what I
Yeah.
heard.
couple of weird things, but nothing I'm willing to say like, "Oh, that's something." So I took a photo because she ended up not being. My niece wanted to come, and then ended up not being able to come. And so I took a photo and I texted it to her, and she wrote me all in caps, "Nope." And I said, "What's the matter?" And she goes, "Wrong grass." And I was like, "What does that mean, wrong grass?" And she goes, "The grass is too high and the tombs are too small." She's like, "It's wrong." She goes,
Wrong!
"Yeah." She goes, "You're going to go to move the grass to read a headstone and a hand is going to come up and get you." I'm like, "What is it with hands and graves? What are you watching?" My gosh.
And Freddy Krueger popping out.
Yeah. So she told my nephew all about that, the one the night prior, and he was like, "Nope, nope." I was like, "Oh yeah, wait till I play the EVP for you." Make him like.
Nikki said the show would come with us again, but in daytime.
I thought she was gonna come with us in the day. But I don't know. I don't remember what happened. She was like, "I can't come." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, she said for future ones she will.
Oh, she has a criteria. Let me tell you. And I don't understand her criteria, but that's okay, because everybody's got an agenda. For me personally, I won't go anywhere. I'm trying to think, is there any place that I wouldn't go? I don't like to climb. I can't climb very well, as you may or may not have noticed from my voluptuous figure.
And if you watch me on one of the recent videos posted of an abandoned Air Force base,
No.
me trying to get onto the loading decks.
That was so funny though. That was so funny though.
I'm getting up there in age and I can't hop like I used to.
Well, you did just fine.
Oh,
And then it's like you got up there and I was like, caw.
And I'm like, oh, my knee.
Yeah. That was the funniest thing. And
I'm
then
like
I'm like,
winded and shit, trying to just pull myself up.
I couldn't do that. I don't have the upper body strength for that. And then you were like, and then you were trying to figure out how to get in the second door. And then I was like, oh, can't you just take a run and start and jump up with you? You were like, no.
No.
No. So anyway, I'm trying to think, is there any place I wouldn't go? Like I said, I can't like climb fences. So any place that's like fenced off is obviously out for me. I can't like climb in through like windows. We had gone someplace.
Same place for me.
Yeah.
On the older videos.
Well, no,
climbing through that window.
we had gone to that place where the abandoned air towers for the abandoned airfield. This is a different one, and you climb through a window. I mean, it was like you were standing on the ground, and there was a little ramp, and you kind of went up the ramp and over the thing. But to come out, you had to climb through.
Mm.
That was funny too, because you set the camera down. And you're like, "Good luck to me." I was like, "Okay." And I just sat because I couldn't. I knew if I went in, I couldn't get out.
Mm.
And that's the thing. It's like that's my criteria. If I go in, I have to be able to get out.
That's why we need help from other people that
No.
do these things.
Yeah.
Give us a little secret way in and out that we can
Secret
find.
way in. Yeah. I don't like to trek through the woods either. Any place where I have to trek through the woods, forget it. You get ticks and shit that way.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah. I don't have my back's not good yet. I'm working on it. But her criteria is crazy because she's like, what did she say? Oh, and that's why she was so freaked out Friday night when you were like, oh, there's a family here? Because she goes, I don't do brides. And I said, what do you mean brides? And she's like ghost brides? She goes, I won't go any place that has like a ghost bride. And I'm like, I don't, what? Like,
Ones that died on the wedding night? What?
I guess, yeah. And I mean, there's a place that you and I are going to end up going at some point. And that's the whole mythos behind it, is that she was a bride who passed away.
Mm.
And I would invite her to that, but I know she's going to be out of it because it's a quote unquote ghost bride.
Don't tell it till we get there.
It's a surprise. I got it last second.
Nice.
It's a surprise. What was the other thing she said? She had a whole list for me. I was like, wow, what will you do? And she goes, no prisons. Because there's a,
We haven't found one yet.
well, no, there's a prison in a neighboring state that you can tour. And it opens every July, so I'm kind of waiting on that. But it's...
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. But it's owned by the state.
Whoa!
But they do let you tour it. They open to
Woo!
tours and stuff. I don't know how cool it's gonna be, but I was like, oh, that'd be kind of fun to go
As
and
long as
shoot.
people died there, it'll be alright.
Jesus. Well, here's the thing. It's coupled. It's a prison, and it's also like part of the property used to be like a copper mine or something. So I'm like, oh, people probably died there. But she won't do prisons, and I was like, okay. And I said, well, what do you want to tour? Why don't you tell me? What do you want to tour? And she goes, well, I want to look at like an asylum. And I'm like, that's one of the... What? Okay. And I was like, yeah. Hang on, so I know where to go back and fix. Sorry, another audio fucking technical difficulty.
Shit.
And I said, seriously? I was like, asylums are like, if you believe in paranormal things, right? Believer, skeptic, right?
Well, not 100% anymore.
Yeah, because we've seen some weird shit.
Mhm.
But I still kind of call myself a skeptic. I don't know. I'm hanging on to like my last thread of skepticism. But I was like, if you believe in that stuff, asylums are the worst place to go. I was like, why would you want to tour an asylum? And she's like, well, I just think it's cool. And I said, well, granted, cool. The buildings usually look creepy and cool.
Mhm.
I was like, inside, they always have like peeling paint and it looks really creepy. I said, but you have to know. I was like, people, you don't necessarily go there because you're crazy. I was like, people have gone into asylums just because their family has been like, yep, they're crazy. And then they get tortured.
Mhm.
I was like, there's no happy spirits in an asylum. I was like, if you believe in that, and if there is such a thing, I was like, that would be the one place that, like, tortured souls would be.
Mhm.
Like, aside from a prison.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, and you want to tour one? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah,
was
she's
like-
down for it. Let's do it.
Here's the thing. I mean, there's none in our area that you can tour, well, that you can get into.
Oh.
I know. So I said, I'll be on the lookout. I said, for one for you. I said, and if anything else comes up that's not on your criteria, you can tag along. And she's like, super. So, who knows? I'll try. But I said, next time I got to film it because she's so funny. She was like, nope, not going over there. Nope.
Nope, he can walk on his own.
Yep, he's walking by himself. I'm not walking with him. Hell no. He's talking to spirits.
Hey, it worked.
It did. I guess.
You got a little kid saying something.
You got something.
I got something else later. I forget what it was.
You got, you told me.
Good.
Because
Help me out.
when you said, I'm going back, we were in the car, and you said, I'm going to go grab my recorder off the thing over here.
Mhm.
And you heard something that kind of sounded like, I didn't hear it personally. You told me it was kind of like it sounded like a snicker, like a laugh or something,
Yeah.
like something weird.
Yeah, it was like the second or
Yeah.
second and a half long.
This is for a comedy show. This has been very serious. We spent the first half an hour like, hey, we did a ghost thing. But if you like that
Oh,
stuff,
we're getting you ready for the video.
yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't have a video of the Friday night because I wasn't filming because I didn't have my stuff with me.
Oh, fudge.
I know.
Forgot. We didn't
Yeah.
film it,
I did film Saturday. That one's actually kind of funny.
actually.
Yeah, actually. But we have a ton of other videos up if you want to go check those out. We'll stop talking about it, I promise.
No, we can't. No.
Yeah. So I guess that was like be careful what you wish for kind of thing. Because she got to go and then was like completely freaked out the whole time.
Well, especially since I let her hear an actual EVP.
Yeah, you
So
probably
she
shouldn't
knows
have
it's
done
real.
that. You probably shouldn't have done that.
They give us some proof.
Yeah.
And what's to come. And it can. Is what's to come, and it can.
Yep. So,
Good title.
here's what's to come and it came. That is, yeah. So we actually have other stuff to talk to you about tonight. I'm going to tell you this story real quick, and then we'll move on to whatever Sean has brewing over here. As you know, those who've been listening for a while, or perhaps new people who have gone back and listened to older episodes, I cannot go for a very long time without having some sort of bathroom incident at work.
You get
So-
something at least once a week.
So let me relay this to you. And you know what? The only reason that I say this stuff is, like, I do believe that...
I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks.
no! I just believe that, like... what do you call that? Experiences are only unique to you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You may experience something 10 to 1, somebody else has experienced that same thing. Like, it's only unique to you. So, I say this because I'm 100% sure everybody has experienced this kind of thing. I have a buddy who went to, he was dating this girl. They hadn't been dating very long. And he went into her bathroom, and he used her bathroom, and the toilet overflowed. And it overflowed everywhere.
Hey.
And he doesn't, to my knowledge, listen to this show, so I'm safe. But,
As long as we're not naming names,
yeah,
it's alright.
yeah. So, that was weird. No, I'm looking at what happened over here.
Oh, I missed it.
Okay, so he was dating this girl for not a very long time, less than a month, really. And he was at her house, went to flush the toilet overflowed. And he was like so embarrassed. And he's like, what am I going to do? And he tried to clean it up, and then he couldn't. And so he ended up just coming clean about it. He went out and he said, totally.
No pun intended.
Yeah. He went out and he said, totally broke your toilet. And she's like, oh.
We're through. Get out.
You know what? You're a shitty date. And she's like, you know what? I get it.
We'll send you the bill.
Yeah. She's like, I get it. And then they cleaned it up together. What a bonding experience that was. But they broke up a short time later. You know. I don't think it was because of that. She was a bitch. So, I can say that. She was.
She was a bitch and he was a shit.
Oh, but So I went to the bathroom at work, and I had to go to the other side of the wall because there are 2 bathrooms on one side, 2 on the other side,
2
and
lounge, 1 of the sing.
yeah,
1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. I'm over here. So
We're trying to make sure that this don't get screwed up again.
yeah,
Before
and
we
it's
lose, like, the entire audio.
kind of happening on me.
Don't X out the window.
I'm not exiting out the window. It's legit. Okay. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Sweet.
Oh,
Is that all set now? Can I say it's all set? We good? We cool? Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
it's still good. It's still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Still.
Sorry. Oh, well, I had to, because I'm going to edit all that out of, I can't edit it out of the video. I'm sorry.
You get it raw, uncut.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
fucking raw.
You get some of the fun shit.
Is it though?
Yes.
So.
Oh.
Two and two. So I had to go to the other side of the wall, went into the bathroom. I only had to do one thing. Went to the bathroom.
I'm not telling you which one.
Well, it's pretty easy. Went to the bathroom, flush, as you do. Went to go wash my hands. My
As you're supposed
hands. Yes. Be kind, wash your hands. So I'm washing my hands. As I'm doing that, I look over and see the toilet is still running. Now the toilet is still running,
Catch it.
and it's filling with water. It's that kind of thing where it's like it's running. It's not flooded. What do you call
Yeah.
that? What do you call that? Clogged. It's not clogged or flooded. It's just that the water is still running, so the water is rising. And I'm like, oh no! And I'm washing. I'm like, and this was my face, and this is. I'm sorry. This you'd have to check the video for this. So I'm washing my hands, see the thing, and I went, oh! I'm frozen, hands under the water.
No.
Hands under the water. I look over. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I am screwed. Screwed.
You're gonna get to a point where everyone's gonna say you're going home to go to the bathroom.
Will you please leave? So
You can go home, but you have to come back.
yeah. So I was like, shit. So I dry my hands because I'm not floundering around with wet hands, and I go over.
Like a doctor ready for surgery.
Exactly. So I dry my hands, and I go over and I jiggle the handle, and it stops. Right? It's fine. So it's full. It's full a little too much. But I'm like, what? And in my brain, I'm like, all right, it didn't overflow. We're good. it's not clogged because it was just running, because you could hear the toilet going, rah, 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 rah. It was still running. So I'm like, what do? Do I flush it again and then jiggle the handle immediately so that it's a respectable level, or do I just walk away?
I'd probably walk away.
That's the one I picked.
I'd be afraid if I do that again, it's going to go twice and overflow.
Loaded dice, my friend.
Leave it for someone else.
I do not play with loaded dice. I was like, I'm going to walk away from this situation while I'm still able, and I'm still scot-free.
Okay, this is Russian roulette now.
Exactly.
Do I or don't I?
Exactly. I was
Goodbye.
like, yep, goodbye. Do I or don't I? Done. Goodbye. I'm done. I left. And I don't feel bad. I feel zero guilt. I slept just fine. I was like, somebody else can deal with this if it's a situation. Nope. I'm just leaving. Nope, I'm leaving. Gone.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, I was actually just happy that no water got on the floor. Because then this would have been like a big situation where it's like, well, now I have to clean up.
I'm still laughing about my thing with the doctor.
Oh.
Because they always wash their hands really good in their arms and like
Yeah.
before surgery.
It was the left bollock, right? No, it was my knee. Well, now you got one ball.
Aww.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So I walked away. And I didn't feel bad.
I would have too.
Yep. And I went to my desk and I was just like, God damn it. Can I have an issue-free pee in this building at all, ever?
No.
It's getting to be a bit much. It's like, I don't even want to go to the bathroom anymore. And you know that thing that you're at work and you're like, I need to kill 5 minutes, maybe I'll go to the bathroom? I don't even do that. I'm afraid to go in that room.
It's a good feeling to go to the bathroom when you're on the clock, though. The only time you can get paid to go.
That's true. But still, I mean, it's a bit much.
Plus, you're not doing it in your own house, so you can stink up the... If you do the number 2, you can stink up the work bathroom and not your home.
Let me tell you some etiquette, all right? It's fine. Okay, this is... all right, several differences between men and women. Here's a big one, right? Is men do not give a crap if the person who went into the bathroom before them has destroyed it. And wallpaper's peeling off the wall, and it's hideous. And skunks won't go near it because they're like, we can't breathe in here. Men don't care about that.
I do.
You do? Men generally
There's
don't,
times I
though.
went into my work bathroom,
Yeah?
and I could barely breathe.
Yeah?
If it's not that bad, I'll come back in a little bit. Lately, I've found that they put air spray, like a Febreze, in each one.
Mm.
So before I do anything, whether it's 1 or 1,
101. He's
I'm
1 to 1.
That's a little better. It's not helping too much.
Now I can pee refreshed.
Pee enough, I can tolerate the room.
Oh my god. Well,
Sometimes I wonder what these other guys eat.
you know,
Jesus.
sulfur. Well, you know, I mean, I guess that's just an assumption because guys think fart jokes are funny, and they're like, oh, farting,
Burping too.
So it's like, well, you think flatulence is funny, and you know, men generally don't like. Because Jay has told me he's heard people like having digestive distress in the bathroom, and he'll just be like, hee hee hee, and like, he's like hee hee hee, and he'll just go about his business and leave. So, but like on the other,
laugh.
yeah, but on the other side of that, it's like it's different in the woman's room because if you're having that, it's like, oh, like it's not good. People are just.
Well, you also got the other thing too that's different.
Women are not supposed to tell other women they poop.
Guys like, oh, you farted, yeah. And then girls like, you pooted.
Nobody says that who's an adult. Jesus Christ.
Or adultish.
Adultish, yeah.
But I've always heard that the women term was poot.
I've never heard that in my life.
I have.
Fair enough. That's fair. I would just... What are you doing? Did you shit yourself? Because it smells like you shit yourself.
Whenever I'm at like Walmart or something, I go in the pee or whatever, and someone's in the stall taking a nasty shit.
Oh.
I'm chuckling away when he's farting in the bowl.
See? You're laughing.
Quietly as I can.
In the woman's room, people would be appalled at that behavior.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Exactly. And they're like,
Well, where else do you want me to do it, bitch?
exactly. It's like, well,
Let me come to your house and do it.
I have a situation happening here. It's going to be a worse situation. What do you want from me? That's right, beverage. So, before we say goodbye to the video, do you have something you can do real quick, or do you want to say goodbye?
I'll say bye here.
We'll say bye here?
Sorry, 40.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please check out the other videos. We have a lot of videos. You can watch them all if you have a lot of time.
Tell everybody, get other people to subscribe to us, please.
We need more subscribers so we can do live again. We missed that.
Please.
Hit the bell,
Get the word out.
wherever the bell is.
Cybertron.
Cybertron. Wherever the bell is, be sure and hit it. And maybe it'll make a fun noise. I don't know.
Hit the bell. Ding.
I hope it was over there and not over there. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. I said that a couple times, but I really mean it. And Scarecrow, I'm going to miss you most of all.
Have a good everything.
Ooh.
You right?
No, I just barely missed
Ah.
tipping my cup over.
She almost knocked it over again.
Yeah. Ugh.
Next time someone farts in the bathroom, laugh at them.